My vortex is safety. There's no Captain Sully. There's a safety net.
Well, wait. That's all right.
No,
but in your vortex, there is no safety because there is no danger to overcome,
exactly.
Which safety implies. So find another word. Well-being. Speak the well-being in a more well-being way.
I can do anything without...
You see,
yeah, without...
it's all right because this vortex has such purity and clarity and absence of resistance that if you're not used to it, you're dragging some of that other stuff in there, but it sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? So your vortex has...
Yeah, I guess is a place where I can do whatever I want. I can jump, I can fly, I can...
All right, so it's a place of freedom, and just be gentle about it so that you're not overcoming something with your statement of freedom. In other words, that's what this conversation is about. This is fine-tuning, isn't it? In my vortex, I feel well-being. I feel clarity, and I know what to do. In my vortex, there's a certainty about me that I just love. I love the feeling of knowing exactly which way I'm going and what I'm wanting. I love the feeling of universal forces already having gathered things, and I love the discovery that I get to experience inside the vortex. It's an interesting juxtaposition of knowing that there is more to discover and being certain that the discovery will be mine. I love the realization that the perfect unfolding is happening for me and that there's nothing that I need to do about it. I don't have to make this happen and I don't have to fix broken things. I just have to relax into the inevitability of my well-being. Good.
The fine-tuning, though, of being okay with knowing that there's a safety net.
We're showing you the fine-tuning. We're showing it to you. In other words, you gave us an opportunity to help you fine-tune because you were leaning out of the vortex, but you can feel it, can't you? In other words, can you feel the difference between the word safety and the word utter well-being? In other words, those are different vibrational frequencies. Safety is protection against unwanted things. Well-being is well-being. No protection against unwanted things because the unwanted things aren't in the vibrational equation.
Are words and feelings feelings? And because I always say I have a safety bubble around me, and it always makes me feel good because I think I can do anything I want because I have the safety bubble. So is safety a bad word, or is it the feeling behind it? Or how do you differentiate between word and feeling if words don't really matter?
Well, several things that you said, bam, 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 right in a row, said to us that you were on the brink of the vortex but not inside. Mm-hmm. And so our offering to you was to let you know that you're trying to cover up your vibration with words and you're not getting the job done with the words. So by choosing other words, sometimes the other words, which have stronger, clearer vibrational meaning, will bring you into that place of greater clarity. And this is the fine-tuning that we wanted from this exercise. Really good.
Okay.
Yes.
In the vortex, I actually feel the sweetness of a relationship. And it's beautiful and calming. And I also feel exhilaration.
In other words, the essence of it is fueling
yes.
you. The essence of it, yes.
It makes me know. I know.
Give us some details of that essence.
There's so much love and respect, which is what I really want.
Now, the respect thing sort of threw you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of trying to overcome not having been respected. So when you talked about the sweetness of the essence, go back to that sweetness of that essence and try to describe that. In other words, to be the object of someone's attention who is inside the vortex is sublime.
Yes.
But I can achieve that feeling of sublime regardless of whether someone else is holding me as their object of attention. That's the power of the vortex. In the vortex, the attention of source upon me is all that I need. And as I resonate into the fullness of that perfect vibration and train myself into the vibration of absolute love, then only someone who gives absolute love can come into my experience.
Thank you, yes.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes. If you want to get in the chair, line up in the center.
Yes.
Thank you. In the vortex, there is fulfillment of joy. I am whole. I am home. I hear the ocean every morning when I wake up. My house faces east, and I enjoy every moment on living there. I enjoy sharing my place with the people who seek serenity, who seek tranquility, who seek peace, who like to be happy and peaceful.
In the vortex, I understand that law of attraction does all the sorting out. So I don't have to worry about who I'm going to rendezvous with. I just concentrate on getting in the vortex, and I trust that those who come to me are a vibrational match to that which I am. In the vortex, I don't use words like peace. I don't need those defining words, because being in the vortex has already taken care of all of that. In the vortex, the understanding of the value of the diversity of people is so powerful that I can find complete appreciation for everyone with whom I interact. In the vortex, I'm able to give up all control of all things, because the manager of the law of attraction is taking care of everything, and my only work is to tend to my relationship with the vortex. Really
Thank
good.
you.
Really
I
good.
know I
Yes.
will get there now when I look at you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good. Yes.
Being in the vortex is going to the store to buy the Vortex book before its release date and getting it, and then driving around to all the other bookstores to verify that you are indeed in the vortex.
Well, when you need to prove you were in there, you're not in there anymore.
It's feeling like you're already home, feeling like you're living the dream consciously, feeling like you're forever young. That's all I got.
Non-resistance. Non-resistance. Well, what you've got is good. Right. Very good. Yeah.
In the vortex, I'm thrilled. My cells are jumping like little jumping beans, and I'm full of energy flowing through. I feel source energy flowing through. Anything I think of can just manifest instantly. I co-create with people that are as thrilled as I am, and we co-create beautiful experiences for other people. And there's nothing that I can think of that I couldn't bring to my life.
And in the vortex, when I first get in the vortex, watching things manifest is really satisfying, because it's a sort of validation that I put things there that I wasn't in alignment with, and now that I'm in alignment, they're beginning to manifest.
They come so easily.
But the longer I spend in the vortex, the less I need the evidence, because the knowledge of being in the vortex is evidenced to me through the feeling of well-being, through the feeling of clarity, through the feeling of well-being that I'm experiencing.
Yes.
Manifestations are wonderful. I want them to keep coming, but I never go to the vortex for the manifestations. They are a byproduct of the joy that I feel once I'm there. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm in the vortex. I'm a legislator in Washington. I am rendezvousing with powerful, interesting people who enlighten me, and we co-create. And it's just so fabulous. It's so powerful. It's so invigorating. It's just so exciting and such an adventure and just beyond.
I have long loved knowing that those people that were banging around in politics outside the vortex were building such a magnificent creation inside the vortex. And it was so exhilarating to me to discover that I did not have to wait for even one of them to get into the vortex, that when I got into the vortex, I could then see aspects of them that were already in the vortex that I had no idea were there. Now that I'm in there, rendezvousing with the core inner being of them, I can feel wonderful things beginning to happen, and I can now attest to the power of the diversity of so many different minds. It is exhilarating to me to know that people not of like minds can rendezvous on common points inside the vortex. I am beginning to understand the power of diversity in a whole new way. Yes, really good.
Being in my vortex, I feel strong and powerful when I'm performing my work, my 9-hour work days as a chiropractic physician. My energy knows no bounds. I feel stamina. On my mornings off, I wake up early and I get my other projects done that I want to finish, like the book I wrote a couple years ago. I spend wonderful evenings with my husband on our beautiful acreage. I feel energetic. I feel energy. I feel like I can really accomplish all of my dreams and goals. And it's easy. There's no blockages. It just feels good.
Perfect words. Perfect words. And we are enjoying the formulating words even around the feeling of energy moving that you do in your work. Sometimes people who do energy work like you do can't verbalize as well as you did. There is much more coming to us from your vortex than you are verbalizing, but the words aren't necessary. The energy is right where you want it to be.
Okay.
In my vortex, the predominant thing that I look for and find is the feeling of ease.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
In my vortex, I relax naturally into the fullness of my being. I no longer have to figure out from day to day what I need to do, and because things flow for me. Absolutely. I know that things always turn out perfectly for who I am and the fullness of who I am. I'm able to create the beauty around me through beautiful gardens and art and exchange with other people in a totally natural and flowing way.
Excellent.